As we just heard from the Labor Party about the Employment Relations Probationary Period of Repeal Amendment Bill, and their one reason for bringing this bill before this Parliament was because of the unemployment rates. Unemployment rates that are the responsibility of the Labor Party. The Labor Party put New Zealand into recession before the rest of the world. They destroyed this economy through their mismanagement for 9 years. If you want to talk to the people out there that haven't got a job, tell them about what you did for 9 years that actually put them in that position. And the previous government of the Labor Party did that. They destroyed this economy in our best times. They created a recession before the rest of the world, and they have created the unemployment that New Zealanders live with. The national government has been delivering jobs and trying to get this country out of recession. If it wasn't for legislation like the 90-day bill, there would be a lot more unemployment. There would be a lot more unemployment if we hadn't done what we did in creating this bill. And the previous government sits there. It wants to go back to the days of the past when it had the glory. Well, it didn't have the glory. It didn't use it properly. And the people of New Zealand suffer now because of what that previous government put in place. And the public of New Zealand made that choice last year in the last election, and that choice can't be reversed through a members' bill here tonight. And it's a sad indictment on the Labor Party that they have to use the members' bill process to go back to the past when they could be looking forward, looking to help New Zealanders. But no, they want to go back to the past, resurrect what they had before under some kind of image of a past fleeting party, rather than actually look forward and deliver what New Zealanders want in the future they want. Because New Zealanders want that future. Why do you hate New Zealanders? That's what the Labor Party is saying. They put this country in recession. They did this. That is what the Labor Party did it. Who was in government when New Zealand went into recession? Labor. Who was in government? Labor. Was the rest of the world in recession then? No. The Labor Party put the country in recession. That's where you got your unemployment. The one reason you're using for this bill of unemployment rates is actually the one thing that the Labor Party left as a legacy for the New Zealand economy. They left the unemployment. We had to deal with it. The Labor Party created the unemployment. They cannot take it away in a members' bill here tonight. And that is the reality of what the situation is and what this country has faced. Now, when we look at what we need to do as a forward, progressive government, we want to create an environment where people get a chance, an opportunity and the ability to prove themselves. And what more do young people want? What more do migrant communities want than to prove themselves, to get a step in the door? They want to be able to walk into those jobs and actually show that they can deliver the services, that there may be barriers that may put up against them. And that is what the 90-day bill did. It gave the opportunity for New Zealanders to get that first job. It gave the people that the Labor Party are talking about as being the most marginalised, the young, those that haven't got the experience. It gave them that chance where they could show their potential, prove their worth, and not have to go through the systems and structures that the Labor Party deems as appropriate. And that party over there, they want to have these systems because they think you're automatically entitled to. That was the words of the Speaker, automatically entitled to having such things. And they look at that as that there's an automatic entitlement, that party knows best what is best for New Zealanders, when that's not right. New Zealanders can prove what's best for New Zealanders, and we give them that chance to get a job. We don't say who's automatically entitled to anything. We say, give you the chance, you prove yourself, you make it work, and you get the rewards. And what more could a human being want than to be given a chance, to be given an opportunity, and the ability to prove themselves and not be seen as automatically entitled to under some great plan that Labor Party had 9 years ago. And they bring out the concepts of poverty, all those great stories of poverty, and say, oh, this 90-day bill created the poverty that many families encounter. That's a load of rubbish. The thing that created poverty in this country is a Labor Party that wasted 9 years, that took away our best economic times, and threw him down the drain. Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to give people a chance. We're going to give them the delivery of that opportunity, and we're going to make it worthwhile for them to take advantage of those opportunities. And it goes to the heart of what's the difference between the National and the Labor Party, this debate. This is the heart of the difference between a party that cares and wants to give a future and wants to deliver prospects, and a party that thinks it knows best, wants to tell you what's right and doesn't give anybody a chance. And that's the point of difference between the government and the opposition. We are here to help, to give an opportunity. They are there to take and direct. And that is the whole political difference that this House represents, and this House is being one that the public have made a decision of what they want to see. And the public want to see opportunity. They want to give people a chance. They want to see a 90-day bill. We campaigned on one, the public voted for it, and tonight you will see the public vote through the parties in this House to tell the Labor Party again. It took them 2 years, but again they're going to get the message tonight. The public don't want to be told what they have to do. They actually want to be given an opportunity to prove themselves. And that is the prime lesson that the Labor Party should have learned at the last election, which they didn't. And now they're trying to reinvent the wheel, bringing back things from the past, and trying to say that they had the glory and that they have the answers when they don't, because they created the problems that lead to the situation we are in today. So as you can see and you gather, the National Party won't be supporting this legislation because this bill is a movement to the past. It does not reflect the energy and commitment of this government. It does not reflect the ability and desire of New Zealanders. It does not reflect what is in the modern world the way that employment relations are structured. And if you look at most OECD countries, they have longer probationary periods than this. They have longer probationary periods, Mr Cunliffe. So what are you saying, Mr Cunliffe? What are you saying? Oh, the right to be extorted by the unscrupulous. Let's put those lines on a billboard. No wonder he's not even going to get the votes in the middle New Zealand, because those words are the longest words. Oh, Charles Dickens, now we're getting the academic nature of him coming out. That's why he will never be a success in the New Zealand politics. He will never be Prime Minister. He will lead the Labor Party after the next election, but he'll never be a Prime Minister because he can't relate to people. People don't want to hear Charles Dickens. We've moved on from those days. The days of Charles Dickens where the Labor Party was the great instructor of what could be done. No, we've moved on. We want to give people a chance. We don't want to put them in forced labour like the Labor Party would, where Charles Dickens was there to control. No, the National Party believes in our people. We believe in the future of them, and we want to give them... Well, you talk about... That's the member promoting the bill there. Now, she's talking about... Yeah, what's she talking about? Yeah. Well, she's come into this House promoting a bill. Yeah. Must be Andrew Little texting them, is it? No, but in reality, members, this is not a time to go back to the past. This is a time when we can build a future. And one of those big parts of building that future was the 90-day bill. It's been shown to be successful. It's given people an opportunity. It's something that we should actually enhance and deliver upon, not take back. And why would another political party want to hold New Zealanders back by saying that they can determine the rules? We don't think it's appropriate to hold our people back. We think that there's a future for our people, and that future is to prove themselves and to give that opportunity so that they can get a job and then take their lives forward in a constructive way, rather than being told that this is what they're automatically or not automatically entitled to, as the case may be under the Labor Party.
Before I call the next speaker, the next